Hey guys, this is Riley with another E46 that has come in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you very fast today, under 3 minutes, on how to connect a cheap eBay OBD2 diagnostic connector from Konnweii. Definitely from China, but it works pretty good. First thing you're going to need to do, if you've got a fault code and you anticipate having to get in there and clear the codes, obviously you probably already know what you're looking at. First thing you're doing is finding the OBD2 port on the E46 left-hand drive. It is underneath the dash on the left-hand side, just above the dead pedal. Pull down a little panel and plug it in. When you plug it in, take it easy because the pins are very fragile and these things are not from Germany. Those connectors are from China. Usually a pretty good source of cheap stuff, but the only problem is that sometimes the attention to detail isn't always there. When you plug it in, the little power bar is going to come on. There's a button on the bottom left. This is one of the newer ones. So this thing is always throwing information out. They say, hey, leave it in, but given where it is right above the dead pedal, I wouldn't want to kick it. So maybe don't. Once you get it plugged in, turn it on. Put your key into the on position, so this way you've actually got a signal. And once you've got it in there, then you're good to go. Take out your smartphone. I'm using an LG V20. Which is a little touchy, but it works pretty good. You're going to download the Torque Lite app off of the Play Store. That's for Android, and you're going to go ahead and hook in your phone. When it starts up, it's going to tell you that there's no Bluetooth connection, and the light on the connector will be on, but the Bluetooth light won't be on. So what you want to do is go to Settings on Torque Lite, go to Bluetooth Settings, choose Devices. You'll see the Konnweii on there after you pair. And how you pair is this. Once it gets plugged in, go onto your phone, do a search. The item will come up. The passcode is going to be 1234 when you select it, and it'll connect once you go through the Torque Lite app. There's a lot of other apps on there. Most of them are pretty awful and give very little feedback. This one, however, actually does pretty good for free. It's not too bad. It'll give you everything. It'll give you ambient temperature readout. It'll give you fault codes. It'll allow you to clear fault codes very easily. It'll also give you temperature readout, oil pressure readout, fuel pressure readout. Little did I know, I picked this E46 up for pretty cheap. I got it for about $13.50. You guys probably remember the wagon that I picked up for about $2,000. The problem with this one is it's low mileage, but tear in the seat and a couple of whiskey dents on the front from the older gentleman that had it. I've got a new front end coming for it, fenders and all that sort of stuff, so I'm going to paint it and put it back together and replace the base of this seat. To tell you the truth, most of the reason why you get an E46 for a really good deal, the interior is thrashed. This one was disgusting. 7 hours it took to clean it, so to give you a general idea. Anyway, post up any questions. I'll pop back in occasionally. This thing literally took me 3 or 4 minutes to clear it, and it's actually kind of rad being able to log that kind of information. Of course, it told me exactly what I already knew. Cylinder 4 misfire, probably just a bad coil pack or a ground wire for the coil pack that's gotten fouled, or the valve cover gasket is leaking into the plug recess, which also creates a misfire. You see those a lot on the 528i's, the E39 platforms. Anyway, that's 3 minutes and 38. So in 3 minutes and 38 seconds, you figured it out. If I missed anything, go ahead and hit me with the questions. I'll try to get it dialed in, and I'll keep you guys posted on this project. That wagon actually wound up getting cleaned up pretty nice. And other than the infamous sunroof fail, if you have an E46, don't plan on ever using it, because if you do, it'll rain on you and it'll be stuck open. That one came out pretty good. So we're going to see what's going on with this, and then we're actually, looks like we might be doing a Turbo Miata for some news articles and stuff like that we're going to be doing in publications, and some photography for possibly the Alcan Highway. Stay tuned. Cheers.